Hey, before we get watching this video, I never heard of the operating system that we're going to talk about in this video, so I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's apparently called IodeOS, so forgive me for calling it IodeOS. Didn't hear about it before, now I know how it's pronounced, so hopefully you forgive me that.
This is the Segovia Show.
What's going on, everyone? It's Andres, and I'm coming at you with a video regarding the BraX3 phone because it's officially back up for pre-orders. The initial round of pre-orders, as I understand it, I guess they were overwhelmed with the orders because it was for sale for $279. After some time, people that were fans of it, the BraX2 phone sold out, and now BraX3 was being launched. Being offered for pre-order for launch sometime in January. And I intended to do a video discussing the specs and all that because Rob talked about it on one of his streams. And I wanted to do a video based on what was on braxtech.net. But when I went to try to do it, and I talked about this in my previous live stream to the date of this recording, it was taken down. And they just put it up by just saying the BraX3 phone, and at the bottom saying that pre-orders on Indiegogo will go up for sale on Monday, November 18th. It is November 18th, and now braxtech.net just has this welcome page with this video here, the BraX3, the most privacy friendly smartphone. I'm going to switch over to the Indiegogo site, and when I checked it out this morning, it had 6,000 at 2% of the flexible goal for the BraX3 phone. I refreshed it before I started recording because I wanted to see the change, and it's at $52,934 with 122 backers. So for those of you unfamiliar with Indiegogo, I'm not a big fan of this format, okay? I'm not saying that they wouldn't fulfill it. I'm just saying that I'm just not a fan of Indiegogo. I've only had one successful campaign that I've backed on this one, and even that's not going to continue in the future. So it's like, at least I got the initial product, and after that's just not going to be any more of it. And this is just the kind of stuff that goes. So I'm really interested if somebody knows where Rob might have talked about it for why they switched to Indiegogo, because this is fascinating. I thought that he already had the phones ordered, but now it looks like it's funding the project. Normally, when I see this happen, I have some red flags that go up. But just in the matter of hours, I would say in the past 30 minutes, $46,000 have come into this project in the past 30 minutes. That means people have been getting their emails. So that's pretty cool. All right, so the perks are down here. It looks like what was initially $279 is now $299. It says that it's estimated to ship in March 2025. Now, I do want to check out what's in the perk, because is it the same thing that was being offered for $279 when Rob was talking about it? So here we are at $299, and the only way that I say as a business person to secure these prices is to get a funded project. There was no way I believed that a phone was going to be sold for $279 and be able to make bank, to keep you running an operation. That just sounded way too cheap, in my opinion. But here it is. You can get a duo pack. I'm assuming that you could get two devices that come with the two cases, and that's at $539. You can even go all the way up to a mega pack, which is 10 phones. For those of you not familiar with Indiegogo, they spaced out the perks, and once they sold out of those perks, technically that means the project's funded, and then after that happens, if they do go with the commercial release, for example, then you'll be able to buy your stuff then. But until then, this is what's available for $299. Regular price is $419. And here's the thing: after these perks are taken, let's say they all sell, and then it goes into commercial release, then the prices that are reflective here were probably the prices that you'd be paying at the commercial release, instead of trying to get the early bird bundle. So that's what I'm throwing out there. It's a little different than what was initially Rob was talking about. So I don't know what brought that on. But let's just look at the phone right here. The slideshow shows us there's the phone. It looks like it's a stopwatch, and it looks like something's plugged in here, so that tells us there is a headphone jack, and there is the full screen. It looks like it does have the teardrop, not a hole punch. It's a teardrop for the camera at the top. Full screen. I see some bezels here. Nothing that's concerning or anything. It's just there's bezels. I like that translucent back. That's pretty nice. It's always fun when people think outside of the box, but transparency for open source, I like that. It's a subliminal. And it looks like a glass back from this angle. The way it's reflecting, that looks like a glass back. I'm wondering if they have the specs here, because I am curious about that. Because in order to make it translucent, you'll probably go with a glass back. It could still be plastic, but it wouldn't be as shiny or glossy, in my opinion, as that. I guess it depends on the material. But yeah, so we have two cameras in the back for the shooters. Did I see a flash there? Yeah, and the flash right there in the center. Does it have LiDAR? I don't know. I probably don't think it would. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of camera quality it takes. Anybody that's checked out my reviews on any the Google devices, most notably the unplugged phone, I did test that out, and I did highlight there's a camera section about it, because when you don't have computational photography, you're really relying on manual controls to take pictures. So the camera quality will vary depending on the person. A more experienced photographer will get better pictures than those that are usually just pointing and clicking. They might not be satisfied with that, but time will tell. All right, welcome to the surveillance economy. Your phone is sharing more personal information than you think. Yes, I definitely know that. And there's some specs about that. Now there's the BraX3. No big tech, no advertising, no data brokers, no government. Okay, BraX3 prevents them from accessing your personal. I think it meant to say data. It's dates right there, so it's a typo. There are the pictures that we just saw on the slideshow. The BraX3 highlights. Now these slides, I do remember seeing them on the website. Oh, look at that! It's powered by IodeOS. I think that's what it's called. Okay, that's different. Because when I first saw the website, it was talking about it was going to be powered by BraXOS, like his own operating system. But now this is different, because this is an available operating system that you can get. And Rob did do a live stream or dedicated a video to just talking about that very thing. His live videos are not in YouTube. So for those of you who don't know, you got to go to Rumble. So here it is, a month ago, introducing a new de-Googled OS, IodeOS, a great new option. He did talk about it in one of his videos, where he was talking about different options with respects to OSs out there. So he did cover it on this video here called Non-Caveman Alternatives to iPhones and Google Androids. I just thought I'd highlight that, because this is turning out to be a very different product than what was initially described and what was initially shown on braxtech.net. I did not see anything about IodeOS. I thought it was running BraXOS, like his own operating system. No, I could be wrong. Maybe I just read it wrong. But some of the features here, it is open source, privacy friendly, no tracking or data surveillance. It's interesting that it says Ubuntu. Wonder what that's got to do with this. The cameras are 50 megapixel rear shooter and a 5 megapixel front camera. Okay, interesting, but just two cameras in the back, so why mention it that way? Now, something that Rob did say in the original stream when he introduced this device is that there will be no Verizon support. So that means the chip does not, or the modem that's being installed in this phone does not support Verizon bands. So that means people like me who are on Verizon will not be able to use this phone on our network of preference. Fully de-Googled, fully private. Staying protected doesn't mean you should limit your smartphone's functionality. Yes, read about the app compatibility in the frequently asked questions, advanced privacy features, ad blocking, internet traffic analysis, app restrictions, protect your family, the power of Linux. All right, tell me, what's this? The BraX3 will also support Ubuntu Touch operating system for Linux enthusiasts and more tech-savvy users in general. Okay, I'm sold. I want this thing. Okay, so we can actually have a dual boot here. I like that. Okay, Ubuntu Touch is an open-source Linux-based operating system with features for advanced user controls. Ubuntu Touch comes with its own app store and basic apps for all important everyday functions, including a terminal app. All right, so here are the full specs according to them. This is actually a really short list. Okay, so the display, like I said, it's a full HD plus. Out of the box, it comes with Android 14. The processor is a MediaTek Dimensity 6300 octa-core, 2.4 gigahertz, 6 nanometer processing. The memory, 6 gigabytes RAM, 256 gigabytes of onboard storage. There's the Wi-Fi that it comes on board. It has two cameras in the back, but they only give the first one. So is the other one just for show? Is the other one? I'm curious, because it only highlights the 50 megapixel rear shooter. It says nothing about why there's two there. The other one could just be, it could just be for show. It could be one that just takes the data, kind of like a LiDAR. It helps with autofocusing. So I don't know. It has Bluetooth 5.2, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 10-watt charging. That charge is really slow. Bummer. Dimensions, there's dimensions. Other features: fingerprint scanner, fingerprint sensor. It must be on the power button, I'm assuming. Headphone jack, eSIM, dual physical SIM. Whoa, so you have dual physical SIM. Okay. It probably would be like a dual physical SIM tray where you can swap out one of the SIMs for an SD card, because this is micro SD card support. It has NFC, and here are the network frequencies. The performance, the BraX3 versus the BraX2. Well, it better be more efficient and more capable than the previous generation, right? So far it's outpacing considerably. The battery, those 500 milliamp hour batteries are making a slight difference here, but I'm assuming this is because there's also more powerful processor, higher refresh rate, and it doesn't really say what the display is. Is it OLED? Is it a LCD panel? We don't really know. It doesn't say. That's why I wish I recorded it when they had it on the website. They actually put all the specs on it. All right, so here it is: global 4G LTE and 5G coverage, list of US networks. Interesting. I don't see AT&T here either. Maybe because it's not officially supported, but if it works on T-Mobile, it should technically work on AT&T. But I'm noticing that the big two are missing. So Verizon and AT&T are not shown to be supported by this. And I'm sure that most of you that are looking at this phone are probably not even on any of those two anyway. The list of European networks, APAC networks, and Canadian providers here. Okay, interesting. All right, now the software support. BraX3 will be offering long-term support and security with major Android OS updates and security updates guaranteed into at least 2030. So this gives you a 6-year lifespan for the phone. This commitment ensures that your device is up to date, secure, and fully functional for the years to come. As an open source platform, BraX3's Android open source project code will be shared with developers of other custom ROM projects. This means that developers who wish to port their custom ROMs to BraX3 will have access to the resources they need to make it happen. We believe that every custom ROM project can contribute to the collective mission of enhancing privacy in mobile technology, and we're excited to collaborate with the open source community to support these efforts. Hold on, I'm a little confused here. Is this speaking to that BraX3 is their own OS? Because I thought it just says up there that this one's IodeOS. It's powered by IodeOS, an open source de-googled operating system based on Android. IodeOS code is shared for to the public for full transparency. Okay, but over here it's kind of implying that they're building their own code here, but IodeOS, which would be this, they're their own project. IodeOS is powered by LineageOS, so it comes from LineageOS. But over here back, it says that they will offer long-term support with major OS updates and security patches until 2030. Yeah, but security patches might be up to BraX. Rob Braxman's company to do it. But with Android OS updates, that's up to the IodeOS project. And as an open source platform, BraX3's code will be shared with developers of other custom ROM projects. Well, that's where it gets a little confusing. So I hope that that's clarified, and I'm sure that Rob will, because I have questions about that. But anyway, here, and the BraX3 is modularly designed so you, the consumer, can replace parts by yourself with standard tools. And to help keep your BraX3 for years, we're committing to provide spare parts for at least 6 years after launch. Alongside this, we'll share detailed repair guides, diagrams, and technical documentation so you can easily repair your device yourself with a trusted provider. With BraX3, you're investing in a phone built for longevity and true ownership. I think the Fairphone was the other one that was like that. That's awesome. I love it. That's forward thinking for keeping a device for the long term. They're very confident that this device is meant to last, and of course, to each their own. Your mileage will vary, but it's really good to know. I appreciate that very, very much. And kudos for the design team for thinking with that respect, because we need the right to repair options that Apple's being forced to do. But we'll see how convenient that should turn out to be. All right, so this is the BraX device. It comes with translucent phone case, USB-C to, it appears to be a USB-C to USB-C type cable. The SIM tray pin, the user manual. Secrecy is the linchpin of abusive power. Transparency is our only real antidote. Glenn Greenwald. So the project timeline, here we go. Product specification, product design, engineering, validation, testing. That it looks like this has all been done. All the green is completed. Yeah, there it is. In progress. So the product certification, that's what you need the FEC to step in. And FEC or FCC? It's one of those two. They have to certify the product before they can go to launch. That's in January. They're expecting it. And then there's some more details here if you want to go check it out. Meet the team that's behind this. Rob Braxman is one of the co-founders. There's Dominique Gingras is the other. And Klemen Todorov. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So here again are the perks. Let me go to here. You can go to braxtech.net. But let's just play the video. Let's see what's up. And I'm going to speed it up, folks. So let me make it at 1.5 times speed. That's normally how I listen to Rob.
Hi, folks. I'm Rob Braxman. You'll find me on YouTube, where I'm known as the Internet Privacy Guy. And as that title suggests, I'm very focused on privacy for the common man. And unfortunately, the loss of privacy begins with the extraordinary attempts at tracking everything we do using a mobile phone. This is not some fear-mongering or made-up concern. From my technical research, I've actually identified the specific pieces of tech that is embedded into our devices, and it is horrendous. Folks, the problem is that if you do nothing, a standard phone, which I refer to as a normie phone, uses your login to the phone as an internet identity, and this is used to track you everywhere.
Yeah.
So much so that Google actually can track every click you do on the internet, even when you're not on a Google site. AI is a big part of this threat. I've been so super concerned about the transition of phones into extreme spyware devices that our team made a prior model phone called the BraX2 phone, and that sold out long ago. Just like its predecessor, the BraX2, we designed BraX3 with a purpose to help more people take control back of their digital data. The BraX3 is private by design. It helps you protect your personal data from big tech, advertisers, data brokers, and intrusive governments. On launch, the BraX3 will support 2 privacy-friendly operating systems. First, the Android-based IodeOS, an open-source, completely de-Googled operating system. IodeOS is fully compatible with your favorite Android apps. It also comes preloaded with advanced privacy features such as ad blocking, unauthorized connection blocking, and real-time traffic monitoring, giving you full control over who can access your data. The BraX3 will also support Ubuntu Touch operating system for Linux enthusiasts and more tech-savvy users in general. Our new BraX3 phone is at an extremely affordable price point. We're offering this phone at a price 2 to 4 times cheaper than even any other phone model that is privacy-focused. But don't get fooled by the low price point. The BraX3 comes with great hardware specs for its price. The newly released MediaTek Dimensity 6300 CPU, 8 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage space, delivering quick and smooth performance. A 50 megapixel rear camera with autofocus feature for crisp photos, a long-lasting 5,000 mAh battery, plus it includes a 3.5mm audio jack for wired earphone support. Friends, we are at a crossroads here. Everyone is out there limiting our choices, so we only choose phones that are easily trackable, where the phones themselves act as your internet ID, and where censorship can guarantee curated content. We need to allow a freedom of choice with our tech, and your support of projects like this will ensure that. We made the phone without a big focus on profit, but more on mass acceptance. Protect our right to digital privacy, get a BraX3 phone, and support our cause.
Well, there you have it. And I must say, I'm interested. And I just refreshed the page on Indiegogo. The campaign is now more than a quarter of the way funded. So that tells you there's a lot of interest in this project. And the only way for me to truly test this device is to get it myself. So I will back this campaign as well. And I'll report back whenever it is that I get it in spring 2025. Anyway, I guess that's where I'll wrap it up. Let me know what you think of this product. And are you going to support this campaign? Are you going to pre-order it for yourself? Because, man, just to have a dual boot device with Android and Ubuntu Touch, that I'm sold enough as it is. So I'm interested in trying it out for myself. And Rob, if you are watching this video, I've been trying to reach out to you. I would love to have you on the show. So if you're over on X, by all means, hit me up, because it would be an honor to have you on the show and to talk about not just this project, but the space in general, because I value your opinion above all. Anyway, that's where I'll leave it, everybody. Thank you so very much for watching this video of the Andres Segovia Show. Anything and everything about me is over at theandresegovia.com. Follow me across the socials at the Andres Segovia, on X _Andres Segovia. I'll see you in the next one.